What story shall be sung today? One can never know how the melody might sound. Our adventurers have already begun to pluck the strings of their story, and their combined composition is unfolding like a road before us.
Amnestria, the pontiff of the entire Tidethorns religion and pseudo-leader of all the continent of Zabraria, being the mother of the children of blood, was definitely not something I had on my fantasy bingo card, but here we are. I guess just like how Salmax's wishes made his sisters bad, them bringing back the wonderful woman we saw from those visions changed Amnestria entirely. She was crazy, making a tiny sun above her head and ready to burn all of us until Codex subtle spelled teleportation circle to get us, King Gil, Yelena, and Darian the hells out of Dodge and back to our keep. Once there, we filled in the Dematas and the rest of our allies on what was going on, prompting Fiara to use the diamond from the Onyx Obscurity to wish the Fair Father into the other diamond kept in the Russet Waste, meaning, poof, the sun was gone. Which then made Amnestria release a statement magically to the public in the Burg calling us the Fated Fates enemy number one, saying we killed the Archbishop, abducted the king, and turned off the lights over the entire world. As soon as Amnestria was done pointing a finger at us, we heard the chaos ensue as the Blood Dogs once again ran rampant around the Burg. We saved as many people as we could, including our friends and family, and we made a plan. Basically, we assumed the family of blood would be heading to the Dawnwood to seep the power from the only thing closest to the power of the sun, so we had to stop them soon. We gave Darian, the Larachai Druid, right to go unseen by the family to protect the keep, our families, and other allies who couldn't come with us to the Russet Waste. Hoping they'd be safe there, we left Darian, Codex's parents, Issa's dad, and a few others to stand guard. In our collective, following Fiara's lead, was all three Dematas, us, Sham, Maud, Loretta, Dogma, Yelena, Ezra, Heluana, Rush, Willow, and Kryn. Stepping into the fray of the overrun Burg, we immediately saw the Children of Blood, as Salmax uttered, "I wish." Issa tried to interrupt him, but that just made Gazania rush at her. After that, it was basically like a blur of running out of the Burg towards the Russet Waste, avoiding the siblings' attacks. We got to the Russet Waste, where we reunited with Soom for the first time since we basically became the Fated Fates. Her mom, Ayessa, got us entries since her dad was like the leader there. We rested and made some plans, the big one being helping Finley in the Ignis Cal rite to resurrect his family because his mother, being much more practiced in the rites, could deter power from the Dawnwood so the family couldn't drain it. As we planned though, we found out what Salmax wished, which was to have Gazania hide in Issa's shadow. Gazania dashed right through the Russet Waste, stealing the last Dawnwood diamond that now held the Fair Father. We followed after her as we saw her give it to Salmax, who cracked and destroyed the diamond, taking the gold wire that held Zaharas and put it on like a crown, and then they teleported away. Kryn went to help the Russet Waste as the rest of us rushed toward Doshin Moor. We knew we had to resurrect Finley's family because the rite we planned would take Zaharas out of the wire and into the Dawnwood, which wasn't a forever solution, but at least they wouldn't have the freaking god of the sun in the palm of their hands. We rushed through the blood dog infested wilds and got to Doshin Moor, where Finley casted the rite and brought back his mother Liliana, his father, 3 sisters, and brother. Apparently they had been watching over Finley since they died, waiting for when the rite would be cast to bring them back. So luckily they didn't need to be caught up to speed. As Finley's family began the rite to transfer the Fair Fathers to the Dawnwood, Shay got a message from Hal saying he and Ish made a path for us to the Dawnwood at the edge of the grove. Rush, Willow, and Loretta said they protect Finley's family as the rest of us rushed through the Burg to the grove. It was a lot of running. The sisters kept stopping us as our allies stayed and fought them so we could keep going forward until it was just us and the Nematas at the Dawnwood. Fiara stepped forward first to confront Salmax and Amnestria as the sisters trickled in. During that time, Finley teleported through a tree to the Dawnwood to finish the rite, slapping his hand down to connect to his family. Salmax's sun crown broke and the Dawnwood lit up. This pissed him off. Salmax wished for Fiara to die and never return, and then wished for Balthazar and Casimir to be in forever comas. And now there's just us, the 6 Fated Fates against Pontiff Amnestria, Aster, Hela, Gazania, and Salmax, the family of blood.